Let's play.
Welcome back, viewers, to another episode of Let's Play Sacred for the PC, with me, Bezlonir. And now, we are on Silver difficulty. Off camera, I hit up the vendors a bit, and I picked up a couple pieces of new equipment, because I realized my equipment was really bad. This is still not even that great, but it was a little bit better than what I had. I think I was able to add a little bit of speed with this one, and a bit of extra defense. I got this new belt, gave me a bunch of regeneration special move, which is always good. And, did I? I don't think that was new, but I think I got this, which gave me a bunch of regen. And so I got the regen on this penetrating arrow down to 2.1 seconds, which is pretty good. So I think that I can add some runes to it for sure, yeah. Could definitely still use some equipment, but yeah, no, we'll just see how that goes as we go along. Blacksmith quest. I think we'll see this time that my flow of questing is it's a little bit different than it was last time. I can get through this beginning area quite a bit quicker, just a result of having played through it about 8 or 9 times, maybe more, I don't really know. So I know what's significant, and also because we are on I got that quest, cool. So because we are on Silver difficulty, we already played through once, I don't feel the need to loot any chests. When you first start, it's not a bad idea to loot all the chests that you can find so that you can, okay, it was telling me I was in combat there for a second. But that way you can ensure that you get your maximum well, hopefully you can find some pieces of gear and stuff to help you out. It could be especially significant if you're starting on Silver, or you're starting with a character who... Okay. I already did the Aragorn quest, whatever. The knockoff Aragorn, Viggo Mortensen light. I already did that off camera, I guess. I don't know why exactly. Oh, maybe I did it because I had a little time to kill in the last episode. Maybe I did it then. Because I'm pretty sure the only thing I did off camera was I went up to Brave Rock Castle to do some vendor hopping. And we got a rune. It's not a useful rune, but our unicorn is flipping out, man. Oh, another bad hay joke? Nah. Having a bad heyday. See, I could have seen that just by pressing tab. So we'll go turn in the pay book, and there's a couple of quests to grab by the portal rune, I think. Yeah. Press tab. Yeah, okay, so I didn't get the messenger quest to go over to Silver Creek, so obviously I haven't done that yet. And this is a pretty good flow for things. 5,000 gold is like... makes me fart from my butt. Because I don't even care. Let's get these quests.
Be brave.
It's strange now that having watched my own video, some of my own videos, I guess I like some parts of my own videos, and now I am in danger of repeating myself, or copying my own jokes. I don't know. It would be, I guess, a possible hazard that I could become a little self-conscious having watched my own videos, but
I'll get started on your
you know, it's funny because I don't tend to remember a lot from like recording a video, and then I go back and like watch the video and like I'm just like, well, I played the game for a while and I fucking pooped out my mouth for 30 minutes, which is that would be
trust the ancestors.
Like what they call logoria, you know? So it's logos is the, what I think it's the Greek word for word, kind of. And Rhea, obviously, you may recognize from such words as diarrhea. So, put it together, it's like pooping from your mouth. And this is not a word I made up. Logorrhea. You may want to use this because I'm sure that you know somebody who poops from their mouth, and you can just tell them, hey buddy, you are engaging in some logorrhea. So, yeah, this is, I don't like it when they give me, like, boots or a ring or some stupid crap when I complete a quest. Runes are GTFO. Like, they're pretty much like the tits of the sacred world, you know? Yeah. Oh, I just noticed there's, like, a little, Hitler cross over here. Isn't that, like, the... man, I forget. I don't remember what the thing was that was like the silver cross or something, but sorry, I wish I remembered. Yeah. Wow. The regen on that is so much better now. And I am pressing the wrong buttons because I was just playing Sacred 2 for a while. Because I am bouncing around in my mind the possibility of doing a Sacred 2 LP, and but I have plenty of time to do that. As you may have noted, I didn't comment on it. I took that portal. Now I have a pretty concrete idea of where that portal is. Oh, by the way, if you make a seraphim, they start up here at this monastery, and they actually seem to start with a quest that's unique to them, but I didn't notice it, so I have not yet actually done it. So yeah, the little portal is on this road, actually, just south of this monastery. Does this have a special name? No, not that I can tell. And that'll lead pretty much right up to Bellevue, which is the name of the first town. See, I've learned things. I have knowledge. Yeah. It's really nice to have the regen on this skill back down to a pretty manageable point. Explosive arrow's probably ridiculous. Yeah. 0.8 seconds. Okay. That'll do. Pretty much this is going to be easy. At least to begin with. This difficulty is just going to be easy. I swear they're saying, like, cook's great. Are you endorsing Pam, or, like, what, man? So that'll take care of that quest. At least to begin with, and probably for the most part, this will be easy. It's partly effective, just, I don't know. This class is pretty easy to play.
My armor hardly protects me against
I guess I'm failing to remember the last playthrough a little bit, but I don't recall there being anything that was really that difficult. But you may have noticed, as I was saying that, my health went down to like half. The reason for that, though, is because I was... Oh, okay, yeah, right. That's so it's a two-part reason. Firstly, I wasn't paying attention, and I was just distracted and enraptured by the sound of my melodious voice. My malodorous voice. And, well, it is pretty malodorous right now, I have to admit. Because, you know. Well, once again, I am recording at 5 a.m. in the morning, and, I think it's been a little while since I... Oh, man, see, now we've gone up in level too much to probably ever see... Oh, no, because that was lower, huh? But before long, we'll be too high in level to ever see elite gold drop from a... No way, I can shoot this guy through the thing? Dude, that's pretty cheap and cheesy. I like it. So now... Oh, the thing was already out. It was like ready to kick his butt already. Well, that was easy. I didn't even have to break out a special move for you, man. Books? Wait, what quest do I need books for? Books. Whoop. Wait. No, like, this is boggling my mind. I am wondering if those books that I just picked up are connected to a quest that I picked up in bronze mode and never finished. Because, like, I've never... If this was a quest that was over here, I would have never seen it. I've never been picking up books before for this area connected to a quest, and I've played this many times. It's funny how I said I wasn't going to pick up treasure chests, and here I am picking up treasure chests. So that's pretty silly. Alright. Let's just save ourselves the time and stop picking up white loot and things of that nature. Yeah, so she tells us about the Seraphim. And I just realized I utterly failed to look at what time it was when I started this video. Utterly failed. Utterly failed. Moo. Oh man, you're so funny, Bezlonir. That sound. I don't even know what to say about some of these sound effects anymore. Did you just say I'm good eats? I don't think I'm gonna take your word. I don't think I'm gonna test your claim there. I accidentally pressed S instead of A. What? God, I'm not aware. You know, I'm wondering. There's so much things that don't really give you information in this game. So I was just wondering. See, when you get something like moon magic, and every magic class, every class that can cast magic has a category like this. This shortens your spell regen time, and it also speeds up the animation for it. So for these combat arts, there is no associated skill for most classes. So I was wondering if by using, say, ranged combat, whatever weapon skill associated with the weapon that you're using, if that would speed up the animation. I don't know. It is hard to find, like, information on this game. Once again, I was pressing the wrong buttons because I'm used to... well, I'm not used to, but I was just playing Sacred 2. I wouldn't say I'm used to it. So, here's something I don't think I've mentioned before. So, I doubt that you ever noticed this, because why would I point it out? But if I had hovered over lesser healing potions in bronze, it would have said regenerates life by 100%. And now it says 60% now that we're in silver, and these say 100%. Strong healing potions are basically superfluous. When you get to gold, they will be the 100% ones. That's as far as I've been. So I'm sure that there's something also for the additional difficulties. It's one thing about, like, these games generally do is,
My bow is yours to
you know, as you move on in the game, it's a pretty trivial thing that they can do to introduce a little bit of interest.
Right away.
I think I'm just gonna play through this beginning area, and if I have to split the video in two, then I will, because since I didn't look at the time, I think if I had to guess offhand off the top of my head, it'll probably take me about 45 minutes to an hour to finish up this beginning area and get to not Porto Valum, but Silver or whatever. Okay, another rune I don't use. That's fine, I can still exchange it. This gets frustrating. So now we have an NPC on both sides of us, and we can't frickin' leave this area because, yeah, so you should be able to pass directly through NPCs, or there should be a way to make them get out of your way. You should just be able to pass directly through them, because I mean, look how many NPCs there are, man. There's too many. This is another instance, I would say, where my feeling is that the designers of this game kind of wasted their time with some silliness that they didn't need to engage in, and that time may have been better served by doing some other things, because you can imagine how much time that they put into programming the heuristics, or well, realistically the scripts. I doubt there is any heuristics involved, but the scripts for all these NPCs and everything, which you can see. I think I mentioned this. I started talking about this in my first video, but I lost my train of thought. But if you press Alt, you can see these little symbols over their head, which my best guess is that's a basic explanation of like what's on their mind. So those are the scripts that direct their actions, so that they have kind of like in Oblivion, I think would have been one of the games that mainly comes to mind that had something like that, where they wanted to try to make the game world seem alive or whatever, which in that case I guess was kind of cool. But so this one witch is always here. There's not very many witches in the game that I can think of. One nice thing about this area is that there are no Sakara priests in here. There's actually two kinds of Sakara priests. You know, for this area, if I'm just going to do a single skill, I could just use Explosive Arrow.
You can be sure you'll not have to wait long.
Explosive Diarrhero. Haha. Kind of matching with the theme of discussing Logorrhea. Yeah, see, if you watch Bezlonir's Let's Play channel, you may learn some things, you may just laugh, you may watch 2 minutes of the video and go do something else, because why would you spend more time doing this? I don't know. I sometimes find it entertaining. It's one of those things that it seems like you just have to do it for yourself, because I remember when I first started this, I just thought it was neat, the idea of, oh, let's go this way. I just thought the idea of recording myself playing video games seemed kind of neat. But, you know, it's like, okay, I'm gonna use Explosive Arrow for a while, I think. Regen time is definitely fast on that. Just because these mobs are kind of spread out. Now, if we were in bronze, by this point we'd just be running through this area because these mobs would be insignificant. But I want to say the base level of these mobs is 48. So that's their cap. They cap out at 48. So we're not quite high enough in level to make them cap out. Alright. We were in some areas that were a little bit constricted, so that's why I was switching away from Penetrating Arrow. So I think I was mentioning this a couple minutes ago. Unfortunately, I incidentally wound up giving up a bunch of lifesteal in order to do this, to, well, upgrade my gear a little bit, as it were. So this obviously wasn't new, the Greaves, because I have it. No, I think I did go to another city and got the thing. It's funny they give you this every time. It's a pretty garbage weapon. It's not great. It's got an okay base damage, which is good for a melee character. That's an important statistic, but it is lacking in like any kind of regen or things that you might like to look for on your weapons. Hey, we can actually wear that. We'll take a look at it in a second. Things you like to look at on your weapon for your weapons if you're melee is like regen, special move. Definitely always plus to all skills, or plus to any crucial skills that really are powerful for you. Plus to all combat arts.
In the name of the Abbey, may the gods guide you when you walk a dangerous path.
Plus to weapon lore is pretty good. So I think that's all the quests. Oh, okay, we'll do the wolf eyes and the bear thing here, and rescue the seraphim from that cave over there. And that is definitely all the quests around here. So I think that would, if one were paying attention, I believe proves to be quite a bit faster at accomplishing these goals, which is obvious because this time I'm riding a horse that has 220% run speed, so what do you expect? But also, you know, yeah, whoa. I've really refined the flow of this section. I think we're going the right way, yeah. Alright. Just pop our multiple shot back up a bit so we can fire this at the boss. Get these things going. I may have to be a little more strategic for a while because I don't have I only have about 6% lifesteal. I'd prefer to be somewhere between like 12 and 13, I think. Alright. If I wanted a healing potion, I could click on that well. You can always click on the wells. There's tends to be healing potions in there. Yeah, pretty uneventful, that one. I guess we could get off of our high horse and check out this here, even though I'm not too fond of this. But this is something that we did before on the other difficulties, so I suppose we can do it again. Just a regular ass leech, though. They do have a lot of health, huh? But it's I'm standing in that poison, taking a lot of damage from that. As it so happens, apparently I don't have much poison resistance. Which, if I don't have much poison resistance, my minions probably are even worse off. Okay. See, the advantage of having much faster regen on this penetrating arrow now is I should be able to fire off 6 or 7 in the during the time that my multiple shot is up. I could have sworn I popped my multiple shot. This game is aggravating sometimes. It's not as responsive as you'd like it to be. Now I gotta get off my horse. Once again, let's run in here. This is highly optional, but you know what? I can't recall if she gives you a rune or not. Multiple shot. What's still up? Okay. Apparently you get a little green glow around you, but to be honest, most of the time we're zoomed out so far, it's like you can't hardly tell. Yeah, that's so weird. I swear that's a quest that you pick up over in Bravewall, I think it is. It's south of Brave Rock Castle, and it wants you to pick up books from priestesses. And I got it last time on bronze, but I couldn't complete it. Like, maybe if I'd have tried for like 30 minutes I could have completed it, but the problem was apparently this is something I read on the interwebs, but after you complete the element of fire, which is the one that's down in the lava area, obviously, then there's undead over there, which you probably noticed there's like undead in the second half of the game. There's like undead all over the map everywhere, pretty much. Hey, another rune. That reminds me of this Weird Al song that I was listening to quite a bit not long ago. It's funny, I just disregard the irony in the song, and I just like it. But it's another tattoo, babe. You know, another tattoo. Yes. I can't sing it. I can't. My problem is, firstly, every time I come across something like that, I can't remember how it goes, and then, yeah. Singing's not my forte either, necessarily. So, pretty much. I really don't know how long this took me, but it probably didn't take too much longer than 30 minutes.
The other side of the bridge.
Unfortunately, my phone died and all this other stuff. I'm gonna wait on those guys. That quest. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. You just pretty much accept most of the time those guys are gonna die. I'm just gonna throw this in with this video because this is like right here. Opens up the Rune Master, obviously, which is not necessary. Because you can always take a portal somewhere with a Rune Master, and yeah, but you get a rune from this quest too, so that's good. And you never know, it could be something useful. I don't know if it's set what it is. They give you an awful lot of recuperation here in the early offings. Hard hit once again. See, I just got a recuperation. So if I were to get one more rune, I could exchange up to 4 runes. I'd feel pretty comfortable bringing the penetrating arrow up to about 2.5 on regen. Probably could increase the companion of the woods a bit. Spider arrow could go up, but that's not my main priority. I only put points into that because my regen was so bad before I couldn't. It was hard to find something to put it into. Yeah, well, I guess that'll about conclude this video, and next time, I am going to do a very long video, and I think this is what I am going to do. We are going to go over to, don't currently have it activated on this map this time, but we're going to go right over here, which is where you get the bounties, and I believe there are 15 bounties, so this will be a video in which I have to do a lot of editing, and I'll have to do post commentary, but I'm going to try to do all 15 bounties, which is going to be a little interesting on this character because I haven't unveiled all of the map here. So some of them do take you into areas where haven't been yet. Anyway, that pretty much concludes this episode of Let's Play Sacred. So this is Bezlonir signing out, and I'll see you next time, viewer.